So, we're into the month of March and we're still unbeaten in the league. We just end the season here. That'd be great if we could do that. That'd be lovely. Hello there and welcome to episode 8 of Let's Go Dortmund. I'm Stubo. Thank you very much for joining me in this video. Since you were last with me, we have won all of the football games, and by all of the football games, I mean 2 of the football games. We beat Schalke 3-2 and we beat Augsburg 1-0. The Schalke game in the derby at their place was very difficult. We were 2-0 down at one point, and I was starting to think that we were going to not have our unbeaten record in the league anymore. Thankfully, we pulled it back and turned it around. Julian Brandt scored in the first half. Erling Haaland immediately got a goal in the second half. Then Memphis Depay getting the winner in the 81st minute. It wasn't a vintage performance from us. The goals were sloppy, but the important thing is we did get the 3 points. Augsburg game was kind of similar in terms of we were not at our best. We looked good in the first half. We played some nice football. But after Torgan Hazard scored, it kind of felt like the attack just down tools. Our defence wasn't particularly great either. We obviously didn't concede a goal, which is fantastic, but we did look shaky. We're still not quite at the level we have been earlier in the season, and that's a bit of a concern to me. We do need to try and figure that out. But for today, it's another double cup special. We're going to be playing FC Köln in the Pokal quarter-final, and we're going to be playing the Champions League first knockout second leg against HAALAND. It's probably the only Champions League tie I'm going to show you both legs of, just because it's a bit boring if we just turn this into a Champions League season. I know that's the aim of the save, is to win the Champions League, but we want to show you some of the Bundesliga as well. So, but who knows? We win the Champions League this season. This is the only season of the save you get. Be gutted. I kind of want to do a proper transfer window, but never mind. So we are going to get into the game against Köln. We have had mixed fortunes against Köln in the sense, well, not mixed fortunes necessarily, but we've not played particularly well against them from what I can remember. Why don't we just have a look? I've just gone off the screen. That's a bit silly, really, wasn't it? So FC Köln, we played them here. In fact, we drew against them, so it was a very difficult game. Erling Haaland probably had to bail us out. Yes, he did. So it's not going to be an easy game. Köln are currently 8th in the Bundesliga. Mid-table, not to be trifled with, so we will need to be at our best today. So, Berkey in goal. Meunier, Hummels, Felipe and Guerrero are our defence. Witsel and Emre Can in the midfield, with Sancho, Hazard and Brandt as the attacking 3 behind Erling Haaland. I'd quite like a big win here just to get us back on track, but I will take a win regardless. In the cup, the most important thing is we get through to the semi-final, and we hopefully go through to the final as well. So, fingers crossed for us. Let's go. I do feel really nervous about this game. Don't know what it is. I've just got a weird feeling that they are going to be very difficult to play against. But if we get an early goal here from a corner, that'd be great. We didn't do that, and now they're on the counter-attack. Oh, God, I've got a feeling. Oh, I think that was Mats Hummels, and he was just left flat-footed. And Berkey just manages to save it. I mean, it was not a very good opportunity for them, actually. He went very wide, the player, and didn't leave himself much room to try and get the shot away. But, yeah, we've not looked particularly vintage so far, have we? Which is a bit of a concern. Right, Hazard gets to Meunier. Meunier just lumps it forward, which is very disappointing. Yeah, I've got a weird feeling about this one. I've got a feeling we might be out of the cup because we are not looking particularly impressive so far. And again, defensively, I just don't rate us. But Axel Witsel does the Lord's work with that tackle there. And Emre Can marches forward. Jadon Sancho through to Erling Haaland. Should be 1-0. It's not. Erling Haaland misses. Okay, fine. Fine. We'll deal with that. I mean, it's still 0-0, so this is a good thing. By the way, look at the other side of the draw. It's Schalke and Bayern Munich. I don't really want either of those teams, if I'm honest with you. But we're going to have probably one of them. I don't quite know how the structure works. I don't know whether it will be one of them. Thelman nearly puts it in the back of the net. Berkey has to make a save. It is going to be a corner. Got that line of 4 players looking to try and defend this. And defend it they do. Erling Haaland heads it away. But none of our players got on the end of it. It's Ozcan who manages to get the ball. Goes to Mera and the highlight ends. I like it when the highlight ends when they've got the ball. It means they can't hurt us. Yay. That was a terrible first half from us. Genuinely. Might have to do some tactical tinkering here. Okay, we have changed the formation. We're going with a 4-3-3 with a holding midfielder. That's Emre Can as the ball-winning midfielder. And then we've added Jude Bellingham and Memphis Depay into the team. We've taken off Jadon Sancho and Julian Brandt. Both of them were having shocking games. And immediately we've got the ball over here. It is Torgan Hazard, the better of the Hazards. Whips it in, but doesn't get it to anyone. And we've not got anyone on the edge of the area to get the rebound, which is a bit of a frustration. But their player makes a massive mistake. It's like he was worried about getting in the way of the referee there. And we've ended up with possession. Emre Can gets it to Witsel. Out to Memphis Depay, one of the substitutions we brought on at half-time. He is sliced by the Colne player, and that has got to be a penalty. In fact, I think it was Marius Wolf. Marius Wolf, by the way, on loan from Borussia Dortmund. So, doing us a favour there, Pat. Possibly, maybe. We'll give him a winner's medal. If we win the tournament now, we'll give him a winner's medal if we score this penalty and go on to win. But it is going to be Erling Haaland to take. Is he going to bury it into the back of the net? I really hope he does. That would be delightful. And he does. Keeper did not even move. We are 1-0 ahead in this tie. It's taken a little while. Don't know what the little red arrow was there. That was like a little substitution symbol. I've not taken him off. I hope my assistant manager hasn't got any crazy ideas, because I don't want to take him off. But we are 1-0 ahead in the tie, which is the most important thing. In a tie we have really struggled in, I have to say. It has been a bit concerning to see. Right, Wolf takes the throw, gets it to Dennis, but flicks onto Ramos. Ramos clears it, and now Witsel launches it forward. Looking for Erling Haaland, didn't find him, but Haaland does have it now. But he gives the ball away with a sloppy pass. It's a bit concerning. Duda now gets it out to Marius Wolf. Again, one of our players. I hope he remembers what side his bread's buttered, because we'd rather him not cause any mischiefs against us, if that's okay. Right, Berkey with the ball, launches it out to Memphis Depay. Over to Bellingham. Bellingham, big ball over the top to Erling Haaland. This has got to be 2-0, surely. Indeed it is. Erling Haaland finishes it. An assist from Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham has been so good this year, genuinely. He has been fantastic for us. And that was a great example of why he just runs with the ball and has the quality to do things with it. And what a pass that is as well. I said he runs with the ball, didn't run with the ball then, he actually only passed it. So, shows what I know. Either way, he's a good player, and so is Erling Haaland. It's his second of the game. It's not been a good performance from us, but we've done well with what we've had, and that is almost more important. If we can play badly and still win games, and it's not we've necessarily played badly, we've just not defended very well. We haven't got another penalty. I think we have, you know. Guerrero's gone down. The referee is going to have a chat with the little man in his ear, and I think we're going to have another penalty. We are going to have another penalty, and Erling Haaland has a chance for his hat-trick. That would be fabulous, and he has indeed got it. Erling Haaland makes it 3-0. It's Erling Haaland 3, FC Colne 0. It's Dortmund 3, FC Colne 0. Feel a little bit better now, especially going into the Bayern game after this, which I'm not going to be showing you guys today. We're going to be going to the HAALAND game, but it makes me feel a little bit better going into that we've scored 3. I know 2 of them have been penalties, but still, it's a motivation builder. Makes me delighted. Makes me a happy Stubo. Very much indeed. Erling Haaland just flew in there with a sliding tackle. I'm a little bit concerned by that. Let's not get Erling Haaland sent off. I wouldn't like that. Erling could have a 4th here. He does! It's Bellingham again with the assist. That'll do. Erling Haaland's having a party. And so is Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham is buying all of the gifts for him, and Erling Haaland is the one using them. Fantastic. Poor clearance. Ramos heads it to Witsel. Witsel to Bellingham, and Bellingham just perfectly waits the ball. They beat the offside trap, and Erling Haaland just slots it in. Lovely. Lovely. This has got to be game over now. Another look at this pass, and the timing there for Erling Haaland is perfect. The defence just are all in the muddle, and the keeper hasn't got a chance really, does he? It's Erling Haaland 4, FC Colne 0. Excellent. Excellent stuff. Wolf has now been moved onto the right wing for them. I think we're going to make our final change here. We've got Hazard is probably the player who's played the worst in the game, so we'll try and bring him off if we can. I don't know if there's actually anyone on the bench who can come on. I don't think there is. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll put Jude Bellingham. Oh no, I've done the wrong thing there. We'll put Jude Bellingham out wide because he can play there. And we're going to bring on Gio Reyna as the Mazzali. We can play there. Maybe not as effectively as he could in other positions, but he can do the business. And we'll make Jude Bellingham an inverted winger, not an inside forward. And we'll do that. I've just realised I'm acting as if we've got 3 substitutions. It's COVID land. We've got millions of substitutions, but we'll stick with that. And I think that is going to be game, set, and match. Oh, no, we've got another highlight. Maybe they will sneak another goal, or maybe we will sneak another goal. I mean, I'd prefer us to do it personally. Erling Haaland get a fifth. Then, if he gets a fifth, I can call it 5-star Haaland. Don't think he's going to get a fifth. I can call it 4-star Haaland. That'll do. That'll do as a title. Probably won't use that as a title. If you get a fifth, then I will use it as 5-star Haaland, but I don't think it's going to happen. We do kind of clear the ball, but it wasn't very convincing. Duda whips it back in, and it's poor from Horn. He just heads over the bar aimlessly. I think that's going to be the end of the game now. This is going to be the last action, I think. We'll kick it, we'll pass it around a little bit, and then the referee will blow his whistle and declare us the winners of the match. Unless something dramatic happens, which I don't think it will. I've got a feeling we're probably safe in this game now. They're going to pass it about a little bit. Not much urgency on them. And there is the final whistle. 4-0. Again, I wouldn't even say it's Borussia Dortmund 4, Köln 0. It's Erling Haaland 4 and Köln 0. That, I'm going to say it was a good win. It really wasn't. There were some poor performances out there, which we really need to do something about, if I'm being honest with you. Meunier reveals Bowl and Fury. Why was I furious? I mean, I'm fairly confident that I was quite polite at the end of the game. Maybe it was the half-time reaction. It was probably the half-time reaction, wasn't it? Either way, I'm going to go and get prepared for the Dortmund game. I'm going to go get prepared for the Munich game, and then I'll be back with you guys when we come to face Atalanta. See you then. So I've just brought us back a little bit earlier than I originally intended to, because we have the draw for the DFB Pokal semi-final. So before we get to that, let's quickly show you what happened in the game against Bayern Munich in Der Klassiker. Win. That was a very assured performance from us as well. They barely threatened us at all. Jude Bellingham scored an absolute worldie as well. If I can show you that goal, that would be fantastic, actually. Why not? Let's do that. Might as well show you the game, actually, but we'll show you the goal that we scored, because it was a pretty special goal indeed from Jude Bellingham. He did a very, very good job. So, as you can see, we actually win the ball with Emre Can. Erling Haaland holds the ball up, gets it into the path of an on-running Jude Bellingham, who just wellies it into the top corner of the net. Can't get my words. It was such a good goal. In terms of the title challenge, I don't know how much of an effect it has, because we are so far ahead. 51 points for Bayern Munich, 68 for us. That's what, 17 points clear at the top? It's pretty insane, isn't it? For March as well, we are so far ahead. Again, unbeaten. We've got the best goals scored, best goals against, all fantastic. But that's not the reason why I pulled you back. I pulled you back for this. So, let's see who we get. Teams that are left are us, Bayern Munich, Hanover and Hoffenheim. I would take Hanover or Hoffenheim, but as I've already shown, we can beat Bayern Munich. So it's not the end of the world if they're the team that we have to come against. So, automatic draw. Let's see who we get. I'd like a Klassiker final, if I'm honest. We're not going to get that. So we have Bayern Munich in the semi-final, which in a way is good, because we know we can beat Bayern Munich. And if we can get past them, we're going against teams we know we can beat. So you have to be confident for this tournament. Surely. So I've just brought you guys back a little bit earlier again, just to show you the youth intake, which is pretty spectacular. We've got 4 or 5 players who are going to look like absolute world beaters if they reach that potential. A couple of other players who could be pretty good, and then a few that will fill out the youth ranks pretty nicely indeed as well. Alessandro Morani, Ned Henderson, John Max, which is just a great name. John Max, Brazilian 15-year-old called John Max. What a name. And Gökhan Sağ. Got a right winger. We've got a right winger striker. We've got a right defender winger. That's a trend there, and a left winger as well. I'm very happy with that selection. We've also got an English lad, Joe Swan, 4-star potential. We'll keep an eye on him. He could be the next Jude Bellingham or Jadon Sancho. But I'm very happy with that youth intake. Anyway, finally, I'm going to get you to the Atalanta game now. So, let's hope we can do well. So here we are for the game against Atalanta. Remember, we are 3-1 up from the first leg, where they did score an away goal. This is the away leg for us. So, we are actually going to go with this 4-3-3 formation. This is the formation that we switched to in the game against... Who did we play? FC Köln. This is the more slightly defensive formation that we played, that I think actually worked a little bit better. So we're going to go with this, because I just feel like we might come unstuck against them. I've just got a weird feeling about this game, and we want to push past Atalanta. We should be beating a team like Atalanta, and I just feel like this formation is a little more defensively sound. So we are going to go with it. Berkey in goal, Meunier, Hummels, Felipe and Guerrero as the defence, and Can, Witsel and Bellingham as the three-man midfield, Sancho and Brandt on the wings with Haaland up front. We are going to hope this has got enough in it to take us past our opponents and hopefully get through to the next round of the Champions League. Fingers crossed we do that. Let's go. So here we are in the second leg of this first knockout round tie. As you can see, we are on a great run of form compared to them. An absolutely fantastic run of form. It is one of our stronger 11s out there. Obviously, Marco Reus would normally be involved. I have started training Marco Reus as a Mezzala just to preempt maybe some of his pace dropping off, because he's still quite quick for a player of his age. So if we could move him into the centre of midfield, I would be very, very happy with that. We're just going to try and preempt that with that move and maybe move him there and have Brandt be the one on the wing. At the moment, it would be Brandt in the middle because he can play as a Mezzala, and Reus on the wing. So we'll see whether we can change things around. I think Reus would do very well as a Mezzala, actually. He's got the stats to do it. Passing's not as good as you'd like it to be, but he's good enough. He's good enough there, I think. No highlights so far, which I'm not exactly against, because if we get a draw in this game, it means we go through, so I'll take that. What I don't want is for them to score, and Luis Muriel is now through, which is not ideal. Whips it in, Meunier deals with it very nicely indeed. Just clear it out to one of their players, though, which is not ideal. I would have liked him to try and aim his pass a little bit better than that, but they are currently on top. Muriel is in, and it is going to be 1-0 to Atalanta. That is a problem. They do have that away goal, remember, so all they need to do is win 2-0, and then we are out. We need to try and stop that from happening. I don't know what it is about 5 at the back formations. There's something about them that just really confuse my players. And as you can see here, Muriel was just allowed to run, which is a bit concerning. We definitely need to do better, so I'm going to just encourage the lads a little bit, hopefully spur them into life. Hopefully they can just get a goal straight away from the kickoff. That would be ideal. Witsel gets the ball. Sancho now. Over to Meunier. Meunier. Back to Sancho. Sancho's going to try and get this in here. He does try, doesn't quite manage it, but he does keep possession. Meunier now. Witsel. Back to Sancho. Sancho whips it in, looking for the head of Jude Bellingham, and he's there. Jude Bellingham. If this wasn't a team with Erling Haaland, Bellingham might be the player of the year, because he has just performed again and again. For a 17-year-old, he has been incredible. Wonderful patience from Sancho. Gets the ball back, wins it back, and he's the one who delivers across him. Bellingham has made it into the box as the Mezzala and heads it in. It is 1-1. We are level again, and hopefully that away goal is going to really help us here, because now Atalanta have to score 2 just to take it to extra time. Oh, we needed that. Boy, did we. Just the one change. Oh, my word. Are you serious? For God's sake. Well, I was about to say just the one change at half-time. It was Memphis Depay's come on for Julian Brandt, who was now in a good game. Just as we kick off, Jadon Sancho, who was nursing an injury. We had asked him to take a painkilling injection, which he did do. Yeah, he's injured, which is not ideal. So we now have to make that change as well. So Torgan Hazard can come on for him. So just the 2 changes at half-time. Goodness me, that's not ideal. That's not ideal at all. But Torgan Hazard is a more than capable replacement for him. Hopefully, he will be able to help us win the game, hopefully. I would just like to win this game outright, but a draw wouldn't be the end of the world. A loss wouldn't be the end of the world as long as we don't lose 3 or 4-1. If we lose 4-1, we're out of the competition, and we definitely don't want that. So no highlights so far. There's literally been no highlights in this half, and actually I'm quite happy with that. We are going to make some substitutions as we're getting closer to the end of the game, because they're starting to run out of time. And if they're going to run out of time, we might as well rotate the team a little bit, just get a couple of the guys who are going to be absolutely shattered out, because we don't want to overwork some of them. We'll bring Dahoud on as well. That's 4 substitutions, and then Bellingham will be fine. I'm more worried about someone like Thomas Meunier, so we'll bring Pijak. No, we won't bring Pijak on, not just yet. We'll bring Marco Reus. I don't think is quite fit enough, even though it says he is. I might bring on Zagadou or Akanji. Bring on Akanji, I think. We'll bring him on for Felipe. We'll do that. Just give a few players a rest. Hopefully get them a bit of a break in the run-up. We have got a week off at some point coming up, and we've also got a week where we've only got 1 game, so hopefully we can give some players a rest there. But this has been a very professional performance from us. This Atalanta team have been really difficult to break down. We broke them down in the first leg, in the home leg, and we got the away goal just to give us a bit of protection in this one. We get the draw. We win overall. That was very nicely done. We did finish the job. Happy days. So the only bit of bad news coming out of that game, which to be honest could have been a lot worse actually, was that we are going to be missing Jadon Sancho for 2 weeks. We're not going to bother with any injections for the Hertha game. We're just going to let him have the 2 weeks off for the pulled hamstring. But that's the best option to do. But if that's the worst thing that came out of that game, I'll take it. Honestly, that's not too bad. Right, that is the month of March done. I know we've done 2 very early games in this month. That's the scouting page, Stu. You don't need that one. So, yes, we have... I mean, to be fair, we've only got 2 games left in the month. So, we're most of the way already through it. So, 2 good wins. Cole, we smashed them. Erling Haaland putting on a clinic. And Jude Bellingham bailing us out in 2 games, which is lovely to see. Nice English central midfielder doing the job in Europe and in the league. Fantastic. Right, we'll play the Hertha game and Cole game off camera. And then we will be back next month. Not actually next month. It will be in a couple of days for you guys, but for me it'll be next month in the game. I don't know which games to do. We have got the Champions League to come, so I'm thinking I already had games worked out for this month, but I forgot about the Champions League. I forgot about us potentially going through to the quarter-final. Fancy that. So we don't know who our opponents are for the Champions League yet, so I think let's do the second leg in the Champions League. So we'll do that quarter-final second leg here, and then maybe we'll do the Werder Bremen game or even the Union Berlin game. One of these guys here alongside this European game here. So we'll be back definitely for the Champions League quarter-final second leg, and then it'll be one of these 2 games because I don't think we played Bremen or Berlin just yet. So we'll do 2 of those. Lovely. Right, thank you very much for joining me in this video. If you have enjoyed it, please leave a like on the video. Please consider subscribing to the channel as well. Let's grow this channel. Let's start pushing it forward, especially with FM22 coming out very, very soon. I would like to get this channel a little bit more in the way of views and stuff like that. That would be fantastic. If you know anyone who likes Football Manager content, tell them, let them know that this channel is here, show them some of these videos. And if you see anything that you think could be better, please leave it in the comments. I want to engage with you guys. I want to hear what you guys have to say, and hopefully we can just grow this channel and make it even better than it already is. And don't forget, I do stream on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/StuboFM if you want to catch me over there. I do put my schedule up on Twitter as well, so it's twitter.co.uk, no, twitter.com. I don't know why I said .co.uk. twitter.com/StuboFM for whenever I'm going to be streaming. But with all that said, thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye for now.